So it is normal for people to judge you based on their perception of the world. Okay, they look at you like you're a organizer, you're fine. They look at you and like, oh, he's a banker. So the classism is there. But it's everywhere in the world. You just have to stand up for yourself. Carry yourself in a dignified manner. Because if you don't, the world will pick it up from where you stop.
Alright, everyone. You're welcome back to another episode on Beyond Limits with Itmo Peters. And today I have a special guest with me. His name is John Shitu. He's into photography and also a musical artist. He's the CEO of Spade Media.
A rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beauty.
Alright, so thank you so very much for coming on here. I really appreciate it. I needed something different on this podcast, on this episode. So I was like, I need to bring a photographer. Because the last episode was on with a graphic designer, and the journey is to know more on the journey of a creative designers. So that's why I'm doing this with you today. I really appreciate you, sir. Thank you, sir. So moving on, sir, I just wanted to ask some little question. Then the first one is actually, what inspired you to start being a photographer?
Oh, well, personally, I have a soft spot for media, ranging from music to art. You understand? So these are things that touches me, that touches my soul. These are things that gets me connected to, say, the universe. You understand? So music, art, photography. These are the creative part is what really touches me much more than the logical part or being a mathematician or every other logical part of the world. So it's easy for me because when I listen to music, I almost could taste it, and when I look at colors, I almost could hear it.
Wow.
So it's something like something that I just found myself in, and I love it. Okay, so from the start, other than music, I've always had an eye for photography, for colors. When I look at movies, I look at the angles, I look at the color grading, and these are things that speaks and connects with me on a normal level. So it becomes easy after school and going into photography, because this is where my head has always been.
So you wanted to do
something I've always wanted to be in the creative world. So music came in easy from childhood, and photography was like, okay, this is it.
Okay.
You understand? So I love colors. I love taking pictures. Before I became a photographer, I've been doing some stuff with my phone. Majorly landscape and taking pictures of close-up pictures of insects, and something that just changed perspectives and give some color gradings. That's always been what I love to do.
Alright. So talking about this photography and at the same time in music, right? So why don't you want to focus more on the music? There's money in music.
Oh yeah. Okay. You see, the thing is music in Nigeria is not straightforward.
Right.
Okay, your music can be amazing. You can have great content. But what launches you sometimes is not the content. You got to have the lamba. Some people, you have to really be sellable.
Mm-hmm.
You can be a music artist, you can be amazing voice, good content, but there's something about commercial. If you're not really sellable, maybe attitude-wise, it can stand in your way. And because music for me is not something I really do for money. If I don't earn money from it, I'll keep on making music for forever.
You still make music?
Yeah, I still make music. I have at least 3 tracks that I have not even
been released. Wow.
So so I didn't really focus on it because I don't want to. I already turned one of my hobby to work, which is photography. So music is another escape for me. If I turn it to work again, it loses the vibe. You understand? So if you have a hobby and it's going great, you're doing it, you're happy, immediately you start looking at it from business perspective. Things change.
Yeah, sure, because you want to do it to
So now you've got to be serious, and sometimes seriousness can hamper creativity. So you really can't just start freestyling and You understand? But so since I've converted one, which is photography, to business, and I'm just putting my feet on the ground, getting settled, getting my brand out there. You understand? I cannot look at music the same way again. To be like I'm
doing something together.
So because it is easier with photography, I can sell what I know how to do.
Definitely, yeah.
I can walk up to you and say I'm a photographer. Come and patronize me. It is not the same to say I'm a musician.
That's true. Yeah,
you want to hear my demo? You judgmental. It sounds familiar.
Yeah, sure.
It's not the same thing.
Yeah,
I still do music. I'm a music producer. I play music instrument. I have guitar in the house.
Wow.
And that's for fun, for me, for myself, for few people. I have friends that say, hey guy, we never hear your music. But I'm like, one is on the way, just for a close circle. You understand? All of us enjoying it together, vibing to it, no pressure, nobody's trying to blow or release one less jam. Something that is fun, something that we're happy doing. They listen to the song, they enjoy the content. It's personal, they can relate with me. Small circle of people, we're enjoying ourselves. Then there's photography, which is a business. Okay, so
okay. Let us dive more into that. Okay, talking about this photography, right? I remember 2020 during Corona and ASO strike. I was at home that period and I wanted to pick something like I don't know, stay, wake up. So I actually spoke with a photographer at my place then. So he actually took me to some places and I got to know some things on photography. But my mom actually did not allow it. So she didn't actually tell me the reason she didn't actually allow. So she was speaking with my sister. Then she said, when I go to the party, I'll be snapping those at the party. So that was why she wanted to go into that aspect. Actually, it's not that I don't want to do it, but I just want to free myself out of that bone. One or two things there. So, do you have any challenges like that as well?
Yeah, I actually do. Look, this is not just photographers thing. Most artisans, even tailor, even vulcanizer, it doesn't matter. You're not stealing. Right? This is a legit work you're doing. But there's prestige. The way they would look at lawyers,
look at someone that's carrying.
It doesn't matter. But one thing I do is this: the way you carry yourself matters.
In professional,
right? As a photographer, I don't just go looking all shabby. Definitely, people will address me just about anyhow. Okay. So you have to also look good. You understand? I think the word would be packaging.
Sure. No.
So you got to package yourself and class yourself. The way you talk matters as well. When people look at in any event, when you look at security guard, when you look at the bouncers, and you look at the service provider, basically, there's the way they're already expecting you to talk like somebody who's like there's not. So, however, when they engage you, when they say hello, hi, can you step aside? You're blocking my view. The way you talk, and they look at you and like, okay, this is a photographer, but it's different. So the way you talk, the way you look, the way you dress, the way you carry yourself, your overall personality in carrying out your services will, set you aside. So it doesn't matter that people can look down on you based on the fact that it's a photographer. However, they will be compelled to treat you right just by the way you carry yourself, the way you appear. So if I'm in an event, I don't just go walking, pushing everybody. You understand? Sometimes I have team that I work with.
Wow.
So I have people that go there. You arrange the people, arrange them. You deal with all these photographers, all these people that they just want to use their phone to take pictures. So I have people that handle different things. Okay, if I need the attention of the MC, I have a member of my team that goes there and do the talking. So by the way we arrange ourselves and comport ourselves, you already know these people are not here to judge. So you cannot just. So it is normal for people to judge you based on their perception of the world. Okay, they look at you like you're a vulcanizer, you're fine. They look at you and like, oh, he's a banker. So the classism is there. It's important in the world, but it's everywhere in the world. you just have to stand up for yourself.
So,
Carry yourself in a dignified manner. Because if you don't, the world will pick it up from where you stop. If you give yourself 2%, the world will pick it up from there. So if you give yourself 5%, 10%, the world will take it up from there. So if you give yourself 0, there's no foundation for the world to even begin with. So if you're like this and you treat yourself like this, they will match on
to
you.
be there. So which means in every profession that you choose, you need to learn to present yourself
well,
for people to actually put respect on you.
Definitely.
Right?
Nobody dashes you respect. You either have to earn it or you take it.
So in your niche, right? Photography.
Yeah.
So there are niche in it.
Yeah.
Which one do you enjoy doing most?
For me personally, I enjoy creatives. Now let me break it down. What I mean by that is that I enjoy creating, not just taking picture of wedding. We are wedding photographer.
Yeah.
We have people who are
Street photographers.
Street photographers. For me, I like to be in control. Okay, I like to put my model in the studio and create a storyline around pictures that I take. This is why I just call it creatives. Okay, majorly. I sometimes collaborate
with other photographers,
with makeup artists, but the concept now is not going to be you look beautiful, cut the eyebrow, do the lipstick, but it has to tell a story. Okay, it has to tell a story. When you see the picture, you can look at something like this person is feeling sad, he's feeling happy, he's communicating something. Alright, these are the kind of photographies I love to do, alongside with street photography. I do this on Twitter once in a while. I'll say, guess where? I take just random pictures, color graded, beautiful pictures, and I'll say, guess where you should go? And people start guessing the name of the place.
Places, yeah. I think I've seen one like that.
So, however, this niche doesn't bring much money. So this is something you do, like having a hobby inside a hobby, because we've converted a hobby to a business.
It's a business, yeah, sure.
So I carved out that part to keep me happy, to keep me, creating while I do other photography, the portrait, the studio, the product photography, the street photography, the event, the wedding, the naming ceremony. Those ones brings in the money.
Yeah.
All right, but you see the other part. It's actually what cater to the creative part of me that feeds me. That's something I do that makes me happy as it goes.
Yeah, being a creative myself, and at the same time, speaking and at the same sharing experience with other creators as well. I notice everyone has an issue or a challenge, which is creative block. Do you as a photographer? Do you have that as well?
Yeah, you actually do.
Okay, so if you're in that state, how do you come off it?
Okay. One thing is this is general in a way, is to be self-aware. Okay, when you know yourself, you're better able to deal with challenges. The first thing is to know yourself. Be self-aware. Okay, so once I notice I'm not feeling it, something I'm expecting is not happening, I already know what to do. So yeah, for me personally, I take a walk. Okay. So now don't forget, I make music. So if I want to, let's say, the creative block can happen at any point in time. It could happen at the point of taking pictures. I just run out of posts. Not that I don't know the post to give to my client or to my, to the person I'm working with, but for some reason I just couldn't come out to the post that would truly help my client expresses him or herself. So at that moment, what do? I'm just going to, I engage with my client. We talk, we joke, we say something completely away from photography. I get to know them personally. I crack jokes with them. Everybody's at ease, and then I can try again. So sometimes it could happen at the point of editing. You're trying to do some color grading. You're arranging your colors. You pull in the reds, pull in the blacks, and so for some reason it's not going anywhere. Now, what can I do? I'm in my house. I have a guitar with me. Okay. Or I take a break, take a guitar, play my guitar. You understand? Listen to my personal old songs, and after then I can take a walk. A walk will clear your head. I'm telling you, I just walk from here to the junction, then come walk back. Everywhere's clear. Then I can start again. So these are the things I do to get out of the creative block. And also, pressure can actually cause creative block. So just remind yourself, I've got this. No pressure. No pressure. You chill. You calm down. See what you're doing. Don't look at it from perspective of work. Otherwise, the pressure
will be too much.
And so these are the things I do to get out of the creative box and get back into creating what I love to create.
And aside your location presently, do you go outside like another state as well?
Oh yes,
to shoot.
Yes, definitely. I have a steady client in Adokiti, being a place I came from before I moved to Oshobo. And most of the time they call me, hello, are you mobile? Why not? I'll pack up my my umbrella, my flash, my camera, my lenses, and put them together. It's very compact. I'm on the go because I cannot say, oh, I can't travel. That means I'm not ready to do. Okay, I have not gotten to the level where I say, look, I am so eager. I'm so much looking forward to it that I got myself a passport and say, you know what, you are anticipating growth. Yeah, so calls can come in from anywhere. So I am ready and I enjoy traveling. I don't have, when I hear people say, I traveled from here to Abuja, I'm so tired. Are you the driver? Why are you tired?
Yeah, some people actually don't travel.
Okay, so for me, I don't get tired of traveling.
Get energized.
Nah, I don't feel it out. I could go from here to Abuja to Gombe, back to Abuja. Nothing happened, and I'm ready to move the second day. So I still have the energy. So there's no reason why I should deprive myself of traveling, knowing that I can handle it, at least for now. Do you understand? So yeah, I enjoy traveling. So